Tonight, he makes his professional debut. He is a two-time Olympic gold medal champion from Odessa, Ukraine. Дамы и господа, Vasyl Lomachenko.
Ballot that even the Filipino fans booed that particular scorecard. So clearly he was the obvious winner in the fight.
Watch your head.
Lomachenko does not throw a lot of punches. He fights at a Juan Manuel Marquez type pace, about 40-45 punches per round. And Ramirez is already down on one knee as the result of a right-hand body shot by Lomachenko.
8, 9, come here. Give me gloves. Good? Give me gloves.
Of a body shot.
I thought so too. But replay will tell the tale, a body shot and a head shot.
But the body shot did the serious damage.
Ramirez has never been knocked case for him.
And Ramirez is really trying to make this an interesting fight, Jim.
Well, he understands. He holed up to that. By Lomachenko.
The one thing that he saw different from the gyms he's been going to. He replied and said that the boxers to win medals as amateurs anymore in the Olympics. We'll have to be in good shape tonight. Oh goodness, good shot.
Another amazing combination. All around the planet and become pay-per-view type stars in the United States. Vladimir and Vitaly Klitschko may ultimately have been able to achieve that of 76 for Ramirez. 24 of Lomachenko's 25 landed punches were power shots.
So he does have a decent plan.
And we're only in round 3. And Lomachenko's never gone beyond 5. Gathering attention for Lomachenko is to, at some point, bring him to the weigh-in and have him get on the scales upside down in a hand.
Foot.
I have not mentioned Lomachenko's front foot, and you should tell us about it, Matt.
The way, as active as he is with that lead foot, Roy.
I will tell you this, Max. He threw some combinations while you were gone that were mind-blowing. There is a touch of blood under Lomachenko's right eye. Come from a punch or a butt.
Good body shot.
Oh, another body shot knocked down.
Won't recover from that one.
Wonder whether Ramirez will get up from this one. That was a thunderous shot, and Russel is going to wave it off.
59 seconds of round number 4. The winner by knockout victory, winning his professional debut and winning the WBO International Featherweight Championship, the fighting pride of Odessa, Дамы и господа, Vasyl Lomachenko.
See his hands moving hardly.
And when he said, now he corners Salido and goes after him with a combination.
Difficult to see coming because they come from around your gloves.
Salido started out working upstairs with the jab. Now he fires that straight right hand. Lands it on the chest.
That's a good sign for a guy who's lost a lot of weight and put it back on so quickly.
Very big fights, including a sort of all-Olympic extravaganza, which could take place against Guillermo Rigondeaux. Biting off more than he can chew, choosing a fight like this.
Always follow the script.
And he's throwing a good overhand right at
Salido throwing 42 more punches already in the fight than Lomachenko.
And while pacing himself, Jim, he can't continue to let Salido get on first.
That was his best three-punch combination in the fight so far. Crowd's getting a little restless.
Chico land a jab followed by a good left hand and a hook that both caught him on the chin.
Orlando Cruz in October, and he looked dominant in that fight. Earlier in the year, he was dreadful for him in a loss to Mikey Garcia, in which he went down 4 times. Now he seems to bother Lomachenko with body shots, been able to stop him, particularly from landing to the body. Now there's a good fast-handed combination. Won his first professional bout against Jose Ramirez.
It's important for Lomachenko to win a belt. Very, very tough tonight.
Hard right hand lands for Salido. Didn't seem to be fazed by that. The body shots have bothered him more. Hard right hand for Lomachenko. I want to fight for a title in my very first fight. Aaron. Now Lomachenko starts to get more aggressive, and again.
Good left hand.
Yeah, Lomachenko's shown flashes of this.
Solid right hook there for Lomachenko. He's definitely winning the battle upstairs, but the battle downstairs is being won by Salido.
And I think Salido's, you know, I call them chip shots.
One question that arises in the gym is how well does he take body shots? Sometimes those guys with a little bit of puffiness around the belly are the ones who can take it to the body.
And Salido is still ripping some really good body shots.
To Salido's 54 of 317. Salido with a 51-29 power advantage.
Trying to make a dogfight out of it, and he did. And he's backing the guy up, and he's doing nice work to the body. And I'll tell you something.
Those body shots.
And by my lights, a fair number of the body shots in the last couple of rounds have landed below the belt. But Salido is swamping him with body punches, having landed 50 of them to only 7 for Lomachenko.
Salido just landed a left uppercut that may have hurt Lomachenko. Definitely knocked him off balance.
I think their feet may have
fight like this on the inside because it doesn't give Lomachenko a chance to punch.
Well, we mentioned at the beginning, Salido. Salido is pounding away to the belly and the belt line, and sometimes a little below.
There's a low blow.
First warning that I've seen from Lawrence Cole.
You see a short left uppercut followed by a right semi-hook uppercut, and it did knock Lomachenko off balance. It wasn't their feet.
Both fighters landing 82 punches through the first 8 rounds. Salido with a 79-46 edge in power shots. Harold Letterman has Salido up by 2 with 4 rounds to go.
And he said in the fighter meetings that this is what he was going to do. He was going to make it an ugly fight, try to didn't see us amateur. See, a lot of things he's doing, like that low blow right there.
A fair number of low blows from Orlando Salido. There's another one. Salido, Harold, did you give him that round as well?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I thought Orlando Salido won the last 2 rounds.
Excessive. If Lomachenko's corner is saying, hey, avoid the low blows.
Begin to speculate about the promotional plan that produced this. What if it turns out that this was an overreach and that it was in effect a bad idea for Lomachenko to fight somebody like Orlando Salido in his first, most ringside media thought he would do it. That was clear.
Right.
Stop.
Trainer or dad told him that last round. He's been telling him that for some time now that Salido is getting a little tired, and I think that was a perfect example of that.
Problem for Lomachenko going into these late rounds, even if he and his father come to the conclusion to saying you need a knockout to win the fight.
This is Lomachenko wanted to win a title as a pro.
He's 6 rounds beyond where he has ever been in a fight before. Vasyl Lomachenko with the black and yellow trunks. It's going to happen as Orlando Salido has played it cagey all the way through the week. Gave up his world title for the advantage of coming in with a big weight advantage over Lomachenko, and it's working.
Learning a lot tonight about true pro boxing, good body shot.
Yeah. Left, strafing left, they have a good poker face, but betraying the fact that he's tired and maybe worn down. And
back in the tape room, they're putting together a montage of low blows from Salido.
Leg or hip or something, and Cole that time was in position.
Cole's father, Dickie Cole.
Lomachenko takes the play away from Salido. Salido makes him pay a price.
Salido is just a smart, tough fighter. Very tough guy. One of the kind of guys that you don't want to see a guy in with too early.
Incumbent on him, or so it appears, to penalize Salido at some point for low blows.
Oh, you hurt Salido.
Badly with the left hand, first upstairs and then downstairs.
Yes.
It could be a clutch comeback, holding again.
He's hurt bad. Oh, he's really hurt bad now.
Lomachenko may have a chance with a minute to go.
No.
Another low blow from Salido.
He's
right
hurt.
onto him.
He's hurt very bad.
And another one.
Oh,
and
another one.
Right in
Three in a
Cole's
row,
face.
right in Cole's face.
And
Meantime,
all of those were on the side
good
where
shot.
Cole was sending. A spirited performance by Salido.
Yes, but
A terrific attempt at a comeback by Lomachenko. And a dreadful refereeing job for Lawrence Cole. Everything we might have expected to see. And about a minute and 15 seconds to go. Roy?
the straight left right down the middle. The prettiest straight left that Lomachenko threw all night long, I think. Caught him coming in, so his weight helped him to get hit harder with that punch right there. Right on the button. You can't ask for a better punch. He ran right into a straight left hand, and that definitely hurt him worse than any other punch in the fight. Here you see some great body shots right there by Lomachenko. That shows that amateur background, that experience.
And Salido held effectively down the stretch. Cole allowed him to do it, and he bought enough time to make it out of the fight.
Orlando City, Salido.
So the quasi-welterweight, who took advantage of the opportunity to manage the scales in his favor.
You can already tell. Some thought this might be just a technical boxing match. We can tell already. This is going to be a firefight with skill.
Russell's got to mix it up. He's starting to get countered. It's like I said, he's throwing everything at the same speed. You cannot do that with a guy with the pedigree of Lomachenko. You got to mix in feints in there. You got to mix the speed.
The opening round. And again, Lomachenko catches Russell.
Landing combinations very effectively. The straight left, throws to the right. He is pushing Garry Russell. That's important for him.
That's what you want to see from Russell. He needs to answer back.
Goes to the body. There's the jab and a left hand to the body.
No, that's his viewpoint. Either way, he is far advanced, and that was a beautiful.
To be fair to him, I heard that World Series of Boxing fighters were told that
Two fighters threw a lot of punches in round two. 97 for Russell.
thought we'd see the battle of the jabs. There's a couple of jabs from Lomachenko. Quick exchange, and Lomachenko with a stiff jab through the guard.
Told him, don't go to the body so much, but that's there, and he wants to throw
And
those
he's
punches.
very effective.
And I think that was a shot over the top right there, followed by right hook.
You see the
go ahead, Al. No, go ahead,
see
sir.
the edge, very good skill level, which is what we expect from these two men.
Ended up winning all 4 fights and the gold medal, but Al, he's also had hand issues during points of his professional careers. Now, Garry Russell, by the way, just like George Foreman, Russell is popping out that piston-like jab.
The cleanest offense of the fight being landed by Lomachenko this round. He's really landed some solid shots this round.
And now working the body before going upstairs. And it's all Vasyl Lomachenko as Russell shells up.
Keeping his hands up so he doesn't get hit.
And he continues to work the body with his left hand, does Vasyl.
Lomachenko, he would land this good straight left hand against Russell.
It's keeping Lomachenko on the back foot.
The left hand to the body again by Lomachenko. Russell working the body, but again, not a lot behind those. Lomachenko utilizing his footwork. There's a stiff counter left hand to the body by Lomachenko. Russell, but none of them connected. Meanwhile, it's Lomachenko.
And his own hard shots back. Yeah, and there's a counter left hand right over the top of the jab, as I said before. Russell's got to change the speed on that jab.
Both of them attacking the body. Now Lomachenko going upstairs with that left uppercut. Action picking up here now, under 30 seconds left.
Those are murderous body punches by Lomachenko.
And I love the way Lomachenko changes the angle inside.
And he likes to throw that lead uppercut.
He gets inside, he steps around, he gets underneath the arms. He's never standing still, even if he's working in the pocket.
Watch. him rip those body punches. And Paulie, he is really throwing those with conviction.
Yep, he's throwing him with conviction, and you see how he's stepping around afterwards. He's also forcing Russell to move out of there. I don't know if I believe that either. And he knows him now.
Russell landing a couple of good shots.
They just don't land as cleanly as Lomachenko does. I haven't seen...
Counter right hook. Left hand to the body. Good exchange to end the round.
Kind of offense he wants to get off.
Again, the counter right hook.
In a round where Russell seemed to have started it pretty well, and Lomachenko's gotten the timing.
Another right hook to the chin by Lomachenko.
He's starting to look a little bit more fatigued.
Oh, there was a massive right hand by Lomachenko as we are headed to the championship rounds.
Lomachenko's able to land this right hook. That was almost a straight right hand. Very good point.
Oh, beautiful. Left hand to the body, followed by the left uppercut on the inside by Lomachenko. There's that left uppercut again.
Again, it's like we said earlier, Al, the body work starts to pay those dividends.
Efficient jab by Lomachenko, strafing the body.
More uncomfortable these last couple of rounds.
Now, and a right hook connects by Lomachenko. A good round
for Vasyl Lomachenko in his day.
Lomachenko getting on the inside, firing off the combination. Now Russell with a right, countered with an effective right hook by Lomachenko upstairs.
And in his last fight against Salido, a fight
unloading on to Russell. Russell misses with the right hook, but they're both swinging. It's Lomachenko imposing his will and skill on Garry Russell Jr. Terrific performance from Lomachenko. I don't know if I agree with the majority decision, but Vasyl Lomachenko has done it. He has equaled the mark of Thailand's Sansek Muangsarin, who won a junior welterweight title in his third pro fight in 1975. Here in 2014, Lomachenko has done it.
Versatile, well-rounded fighter, and here Lomachenko's the aggressive pressure fighter.
And 2 world championship golds and a silver medal for Zhou Shiming. And then, of course, the gold medal that Roy Jones was not given at Seoul.
Set up the real punches, meaning he's not putting all of his power on every shot. If you do that, that enables you to set up the big shots and take full advantage like that when he does see a clean shot. And while he's already moving.
And then sometimes circling back to the right, forcing Piriyapinyo to try to time that left hook to the body. It's not easy to do.
No, he hurt him that time with that body shot, I think.
Same way he hurt Orlando Salido in the 12th round with a body shot.
Not his back ever touching the ropes.
But we've seen, he was Jeff Fennick a little bit in this fight, and then all of a sudden he's Willie Pep in this fight. He's a combination.
Credit, he's smart enough to keep the pressure on after Lomachenko onslaughts him like this.
Fantastic uppercut. First time in 53 fights that Piriyapinyo has been on the canvas.
And that's the first time in 53 fights that he's seen Vasyl Lomachenko.
That's it.
Pay very close attention to Lomachenko, everybody. This is a special fighter. Even by special fighter standards, you're watching something special.
Beautiful right uppercut from the outside, followed by a left hand and a good cross hook. Then he comes back and throws a 1-2-3, well, a looping right hook, followed by 2 more to keep him backing up. And once he straightens up, bam, there's the overhand left, and down he goes.
2008 Seoul Olympics.
And we probably couldn't find Chonlatarn's other rounds on Wikipedia if we check.
And on top of all that, Lomachenko is just genetically like he's laced with fast twitch muscles. You can see it.
You've got a southpaw against a conventional fighter. Particularly a conventional fighter who has to dip and throw to the body.
Had to. He hasn't had a guy like this guy in front of him.
Right. Garry Russell was much faster.
Yeah. Real punches tonight, and he keeps coming right back.
Well, not exactly a luxury life for Chonlatarn Piriyapinyo. Comes from a small town in Thailand. His parents had a farm. They grew vegetables on the farm. sold them or bartered them for the things that they needed.
Which is, you know, a sport where you can kick your opponent. Then if you look at Chonlatarn, he definitely has very, very strong legs.
Those people, some skulls are harder than others.
Yes.
With the left hand, and now he holds the left wrist, and then he pops a Piriyapinyo twice.
Small head collision there. Lomachenko threw that left hand right there, followed by that left hand, and that's the one we think caused the damage, because right there he backed up, he shook the left hand.
And if he has a hard enough head that Lomachenko broke one hand already, right hook him.
Right hook, I mean, yes. There he turned right hand for a minute.
Squares up, uses the left hand to sort of jab with it, and now fires a power shot with the right.
You see this with special athletic fighters also, where they maintain that kind of electric energy in every round. They don't let their opponent back in the fight because they suddenly become flat in the middle of the fight.
Broken left hand. Harold Letterman, how do you have it so far?
It's about a 9-0, 90-80.
Piriyapinyo trying to get something done with his body punching, which is his bread and butter. But throughout the fight, he's been dominated by the quickness, the hand speed.
Long reigning titleist and a guy who believes you're making.
Uppercut.
Yeah.
Because right there he would have landed that overhand left again. And right there as well.
Uses the left to the body.
I think he just hurt him to the body with the left hand.
No, think he did.
Uppercut, straight left hand. Another amazing display of combination punching. This is breathtaking stuff, really.
With defense built in.
He's been thinking, I waited for that. Now, frankly, Piriyapinyo doesn't get any leverage on the right hand anyway. It's his left to the body that's given him 51 wins in his career, and it didn't win him this one.
Vasyl Lomachenko!
Straight left hand down the middle lands for Lomachenko, the aggressor early. So now Lomachenko starting to fire combinations. Blunt Rodriguez's confidence coming in, at least not to this point in the fight.
This could be a big problem. Like that.
Wow. Wow. It's breathtaking for guys like us who have been around the ring for a long time.
It is a thing of beauty, and that's why he's already cracked my top 5 pound-for-pound list.
And you know, for a lot of people who are seeing this, they've never seen it over
in a very big way. Oh, what an uppercut. This was a spectacular round. Well, at some point, against somebody, probably a bigger puncher than Rodriguez, fouled Lomachenko over and over and over.
Yeah, that part was very odd. But Salido is a good puncher. Knocked out Juan Manuel Lopez twice, and those big punches did not get Lomachenko out.
Another fast combination. One of the things that Max Kellerman always talks about and marvels at.
Awkward action. But Roy, the thing is, Lomachenko doesn't stop fighting, does he?
No, he doesn't. The referee doesn't say stop. Yeah. He does not stop, which is what he's supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. And
let's take a look at unofficial scores.
Do the same.
Now all of a sudden he's saying it's illegal. They really should change that rule and say
scorecards. And Farhood has it 60-53, and Harold has it 60-52. And apparently it was on the other side of Bird, and he didn't see it. But this is becoming a brutal display, and down goes Rodriguez. Yeah, the bruise on the middle finger, obviously not a factor here tonight.
This is far too much time for Rodriguez to survive, I believe, with Lomachenko going to his body like this. But he might make it out.
Rodriguez doing an effective job of covering up, but taking clean shots again in that situation right there.
It's been Lomachenko who has done it even better. Throwing both the right hook and then the straight left hand downstairs. He causes him to take the knee to try and figure things out.
Credit for his heart.
Oh, definitely.
A lot of people would have given up by now, being hit as many times as he has and as hard as he has.
Oh my gosh. The uppercut.
Doesn't use that every time. He uses his tech to decide which pitch he'll use at what time.
7, 6.
Count the punches if you can. Punches. Lomachenko 30 of 67 power shots among those 106 that he threw.
And what's instructive about those 32 punches, the number of punches thrown by Rodriguez.
What a couple of right hooks. What a couple of right hooks, man.
8, 9, 10.
And that was a conscious process. I'm wondering whether his trainer or someone in his corner waved his arms and just said, don't bother. And he kind of nodded. It was almost like Eric Morales after the last knockdown against Manny Pacquiao in their third fight, when Morales just sort of nodded to his father in his corner and said, there's no point. This looked like very much the same thing.
And given the effort by Rodriguez in this fight, it's hard to fault him.
He is the winner by way of knockout. He is still the WBO featherweight champion of the world, Vasyl Lomachenko.
The only thing that Vasyl has to worry about, though, Jim.
Yeah, but after insisting to us yesterday that he wanted to crowd Lomachenko and fight him on the inside, the last couple of rounds, Koasicha has been doing a lot of walking away. And now here comes Lomachenko, stalking him and looking for it. And he hammers Koasicha into the corner with a hard left hand.
To lose. He's really taking some good chances.
Excellent uppercut by Lomachenko. Right hand.
Koasicha is being dominated here. He was losing to Lee Selby in Wales, in a sense, but Lomachenko, one of the reasons that the purists really love him is he won't get reckless.
Look at that. Rounds are so one-sided, you can consider awarding a 10-8 round to Lomachenko, and Harold just did it. Unofficially, round number 4 was a 10-8 round on Harold's scorecard. There's no question that because of his superior technique, Lomachenko is putting distance between himself and Koasicha.
He threw Lomachenko a straight left.
Beautiful thing about his whole style. As long as his feet are like that, he can be quicker than everybody else like that right there. He can make moves and pivot around. He can do anything he wants to because of his great footwork.
And his head movement.
Can't take nothing away from Koasicha because he's giving us the best effort that he possibly can give us. He's not giving up. He's not laying down. He's trying, taking some hammering punches.
Urgently saying to him, you know, why are you letting him think? Why don't you go after him and stuff like that? These are the kind of moments when you realize that.
Right. 6-0, Vasyl Lomachenko.
Well, certainly if Lomachenko had the kind of power that Gennady Golovkin and Sergey Kovalev have, this would be over by now.
Yeah.
But of course, they would love to have his kind of skill.
Accumulation, but by choice, not because he can't punch like they can.
I find Lomachenko very entertaining. I think this stuff is really entertaining. How he got to this moment in this fight so far has been entertaining. Will casual boxing fans feel the same way?
And now he's giving you a little bit of the Roy Jones imitation. Produced as a professional fighter, had been with body shots. You saw
Body shot is what he'll probably try to do.
He has a tough game fighter in front of him.
Koasicha fight back.
gutty fighter. Romulo Koasicha doing the best he can while being thoroughly outclassed by one of the most brilliant technicians in boxing, Vasyl Lomachenko.
All good.
Straight left hand.
I don't think it's always as obvious in boxing. We can talk a lot about how he's learned his way into this position, but
first knockdown of the fight. 7 comes with a half-minute remaining in the 10th.
9.
And Koasicha's done.
Smart.
He doesn't want to go back and listen to his corner anymore.
No, there's no reason for this to continue, as Harold Letterman mentioned. Taking a big beating.
Look at how Vasyl Lomachenko finished Romulo Koasicha off.
See the pin pat to the head and the strong to the body, Jim? Then pat, boom, strong shot to the body again. That would take it out of you every time. You know he's hurt, boom, goes down there again. And Koasicha just couldn't take no more.
Yeah, even if he could get up from that, the end would come to the head moments later, but it's the body shot that did it.
Yeah, you see 2 hand shots on a good, hard, driving left hand between the gloves to the body. Then again, boom, another good, hard body shot right down the middle. And you see Koasicha, he feels it. There's a third one, and now, right at the end, here comes this last one because he knows he's done.
Liver shot.
Yes.
Highlight film, Vasyl. High-tech Lomachenko.
Still up for David. Now the question is, will Martinez follow?
Danny Giovanni is the third man in the ring. Here in this first round, feeling out, looking to where to go. And backs it up by going to the stomach. Now Lomachenko back.
And fast.
Rocky trying to strength because he's been pushing him around. I mean, he looks like a rival going back. Nice combination, straight left hand got through by Lomachenko.
Lomachenko's going down.
Yep.
That straight left is getting through, and Rocky is really playing the role of counterpuncher and finally broke.
Like right there, he stood there. He should stay there.
Very quick and elusive is Lomachenko. Right hand!
He just slides one way and punches you from the other angle. You can see it coming.
Over with your hook, so you can hit him with your right hand.
To get him where you want.
Nice swift move again. Lomachenko 3 up with a straight left hand, which is a little bit opposite of what you see in textbook fighting. There's a short uppercut. Rocky comes. Lomachenko catches him with a combination. Short. Oh, straight left hand by Lomachenko.
But now he should be using that left hook. Forget about that jab. Stop walking.
To the body goes Martinez. Left hand, short left hand by Lomachenko. Now he's upstairs. And now peppering, doubling up on the jab. And following up. Lomachenko is...
Porter was not scared to put him into a
big left hand.
You don't want to get it out.
At the theater, Madison Square Garden, New York. Olympic gold medal performance.
The guy to Lomachenko when he decided to turn pro.
With the left hand. Rocky scared. Goes down.
He did it.
That's it.
He
I don't
did
think
it.
he's getting out.
He did it.
That's it. What a performance and a cartwheel and a backflip to boot. Lomachenko.
The winner by knockout victory, now a two-time world champion and the new WBO super featherweight champion of the world, Vasyl High-Tech Lomachenko.